Hey guys. Oh, I ate it up already. I was prepared to go. Let me share my screen. I don't know what day I'm going read. I don't know. Okay. I think I said I don't know. Maybe a weekend or if we run out of if we finish. Like this is a week's worth. Maybe. So we finished lesson one. We are on lesson two. We worked over our vocabulary. Let's do our vocabulary one time. Okay. Está frío. It's chilly. Está nublado. It's cloudy. Nublado is, I think I don't remember. I think it's I ain't even try to pretend. Está nublado. It's dry. Está seco. Oops. It's sunny. Está soleado. Está soleado. What? I don't know why I thought it was something else, but it's sunny. Está soleado. It's windy. Está ventoso. Está ventoso. Hace frío. It's chilly. It's freezing. Hace mucho frío. It's freezing. And then we do the flash. We can do the flashcards later as well. Okay, these are the days of the week, y'all. I'm sure some of you noticed, most of you noticed, the days that I get mixed up for whatever reason, I don't know why, is Monday and Tuesday. Pero, escucha. Monday, lunes, Tuesday, martes, Wednesday, miércoles, Thursday, jueves, Friday, viernes. Viernes, I just can't say it all. Saturday, sábado, and Sunday. Domingo. Okay. Otra vez. Monday, lunes, Tuesday, martes, Wednesday, miércoles, Thursday, jueves, Friday, viernes, Saturday, sábado, and Sunday, domingo. All right, y'all, let's start our lesson. And we do salutations tomorrow with the other lesson. Hold on. Oh, I gotta go out. ¿Cómo está usted? Como, well, she might say it. Let's see. Just repeat it. ¿Cómo está usted? How are you? ¿Cómo? If I had, I wish I had my dry erase marker. I'll get it for next time. For como, or who, what, when, where, why are important. Más importante or mucho importante. ¿Cómo? Estar. To be. Okay. So the last time I did this 100-day challenge, when they threw this estar on me at the end, I was confused. And now I see I just wasn't paying attention. Pon atención. For this lesson is very important. To be, estar, is for temporary. But there's a caveat, as always, with every language. And you'll learn that caveat, or you'll learn that exception later. But for now, remember, estar, to be temporarily. There's another way, another to be verb that is for like I guess like something like your personality or where you are, something like that, where you're from, stuff like that, which is permanent. But temporarily, things that can be changed um easily, like your emotions, um which is your feelings. The weather can be changed easily. Estar, estar. ¿Cómo? Oh, let me go to YouTube real quick. Estar. And it's not a double R. Lo siento. Estar. Está. So está is used when you are talking to someone. ¿Cómo está? How are you? And that's why I don't know why they don't go over the subject pronouns and stuff like that. um because they help out a lot to understand how to use the verb, um or how to use the verb in the masculine and feminine stuff. So estar is the form of the verb estar when you saying he, she, it is, which is él, ella, in él, ella, in it. I don't know what it is. I don't do it ever. Put it in the comments if there's something for it in Spanish. I feel like it's no sé. Como, I mean you are está. Está. And it's spelled S-T-A. Está. Spelling is very important. You see it has the accent at the top. Spelling is very important because that will help you get through enunciation, making sure that you're using the right words, stuff like that. ¿Cómo? Estar. Estar. Don't. I seem like I know what I'm talking about. It seems like I know what I'm talking about because I did this part already, y'all. But I'm a beginner like y'all. Oops. You know what I just realized? I didn't share it. Lo siento. So y'all want me to go big? Alright, we gonna go big. Let y'all say it.
Let's if you're in a formal setting to say, "How are you?" You'd use
¿Cómo está usted?
Here's how you say, "How."
¿Cómo?
Make sure you're saying it.
Let's see you can say, "How." Try this one,
Estar.
which means to be.
Estar.
Is one of two verbs meaning to be in Spanish. It is mostly used for temporary states of being, like feelings or the weather. Now, how do you say to be? Let's see if you can say how.
¿Cómo?
Now, how do you say to be? To say you are. Formally, you can say
Está.
This is the one I was talking about earlier. Está.
in Spanish
Está.
is the form of the verb
Estar.
used when saying he, she, it is, or you are in a formal way. In a formal setting, how would you say you are?
Oh.
Está.
Let's see if you can say how.
Muy bien. And remember, you see the accent right above the O? Don't forget that.
Now, how do you say to be?
And is it temporary?
Estar.
Muy bien.
In a formal setting, how would you say you are? This is how you'd say you in a formal setting.
Usted.
Usted. Okay. You. Usted. There's another way to say usted, pero it's formal. I mean, it's informal, meaning like familiar, your peers, people stuff like that, and you'll learn it. But this is like a very posh way of saying you in Spanish. So you If I'm talking to you, I'm having a conversation, I'm asking how you are, I'm gonna say usted just to show formality. I'm trying to think if there's like an English version of this. No. There's no American English way to do this, like to make up
How do you say you in a formal situation?
usted. Muy bien.
Usted.
Let's see if you can say how.
Oh, we know this. Como with the accent above the first O.
¿Cómo?
Now, how do you say to be?
Mm, estar. Does this one have an accent? I don't
Estar.
think so. Estar.
In a formal setting, how would you say you are?
Ah, está. Did y'all get it right?
Está.
Oh, I forgot the accent. Okay, está with the accent above the A.
How do you say you in a formal situation?
Informal. Usted. Dice usted.
Usted.
Try your best to say, how are you, when used in a formal setting.
Remember, this is formal, y'all. Go ahead. ¿Cómo? How? Está
¿Cómo está usted?
usted. And está because we know it's a you, period, right? So, ¿cómo? How? Are you? We know it's the verb estar. We know it's the verb estar. Pero we also know that it is a formal estar. So we say está with the accent usted. ¿Cómo? Accent in the first O. ¿Cómo está with the accented A? Usted. ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo está usted? I've talked to people. This is very formal. Um, when you go out in the street and you're talking to Hispanic people in like on regular, you're not gonna say this.
Let's try something new. How would you formally say, hello, how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo está usted?
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted?
See, two question marks, one in the back, one in the front. The front is upside down. Don't ask me why. I don't know.
Here's how to say today.
Hoy.
Let's hear that again.
Hoy.
Today, hoy. Y'all, I don't normally brush my teeth with toothpaste, like store-bought toothpaste, because it swells my glands. And today, I brushed my teeth with store-bought toothpaste, and I'm so mad at myself.
Now practice saying today.
Hoy. Dice muy bien.
Hoy.
Hoy. We got that, y'all. So if y'all saying, look, you talking to somebody, listen, I didn't ask you to come tomorrow. I didn't ask you to come 3 weeks from now. I want you, yo quiero hoy. Today. Okay. Yo quiero hoy. Today. Okay? Okay. Okay. So practice como está and practice hoy. Today.
Can you figure out how to say, "Hello, how are you today?" in a formal situation?
Hola, ¿cómo está hoy? Oh, ¿cómo está usted hoy? Y'all. Okay, let's see if I got it right.
Hola, ¿cómo está usted hoy?
Hola, comma. ¿Cómo? And then you put your exclamation point. Your question mark. ¿Cómo está usted hoy? Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está usted hoy? Question mark. Apparently, I'll find out why. Question mark comes before and after the question. And it's separated with a comma from the rest of the sentence, or like saying hello, right? So let's say if you was to replace hello with the person's name. Real talk, comma, question mark. ¿Cómo está usted hoy? Question mark. If you're writing it.
You are translates informally to
Estás.
You are, estás. Informal. This is the one, y'all. Informal. How I remember informal estar is I say that at the end, if you see a ese at the end, dice, ese es tu amigo, ¿sí? Or amiga. So you only call your homies ese. So if it's informal, you're speaking in theory to your homie. So, ¿cómo está? Formal is ¿cómo estás? With an S is informal, friendlier, more, lax way of saying it. That's the only way I can explain it.
Notice that the formal way to say you are
Está.
becomes
Estás.
when used informally.
Give me 1 second, because I didn't get my thing on. Please make sure you like this video. I don't care what kind of comment you put. Please put a comment in the live, or if you're watching this on replay, please put a comment. It helps. I am trying to accumulate wealth or generate some sort of form of wealth. I have never gotten paid off of YouTube, and so it is free to support your girl. Okay, here we go.
What's the casual way to say you are?
Casual, y'all. Come on. Estás. Muy bien. Let's see if we right.
Estás.
Woo! With the accent at the end, or the accent above the A. ¿Cómo estás? If y'all want to get fancy, you can pull out a pen and paper. I just don't have mine right now.
To say you in a casual setting, you would say
Tú.
Tú. Tú. That's the only part I know about that one. So, tú. It is informal. This is the comfortable way to say you. The very lax, familiar way to say you. So, tú, with the accent above the u.
in Spanish, the use of pronouns is not necessary when the person whom you are speaking about is easily understood from context. This is because in Spanish, the verb endings change to indicate the person being referred to. It's not always necessary to use the informal you,
Tú.
because it is reflected in the verb ending. But the formal form of you,
Usted.
is often used. This is because it is not totally obvious from the form of the verb whom the speaker is referring to.
está,
is used for
usted,
you, formal,
él,
he, and
ella.
she. This is something that happens with all the verbs in Spanish. Keep in mind that these three persons will always have the same form of the verb, just like in English when we say he is, she is, and it is.
Okay. If that was a lot and you wasn't focusing, just remember, tú is informal, and it is a like they were saying how you say you. It's the same thing except in Spanish is very meticulous. Somebody had OCD and wanted things separated in many different ways. But you say let me see. It is not always necessary to use the informal tú because it is reflected in the verb ending, meaning está already has to let you know that it is for he, she, or it. Usted already lets you know that it is he, she, or it formally. So you don't need to say él. Let me see. ¿Cómo está él, usted? You don't need to say that. Or, oh no, it would be he or something. Whatever. But you don't need to add él if it's already in the end of está. It's the verb estar. This is because it is not totally obvious from the form of the verb. Okay, whatever. Esta is used for usted formally. Remember, está with the accent. El, ella, él, and ella. This is something that happens with all verbs in Spanish. Every single verb is connected to a subject pronoun. Or in this case, pronouns, whatever. It's connected. So, if you say, I'm trying to think of a, I don't know. Keep in mind that these three persons will always have the same form of the verb. So, okay, so estar is está for you. And it's a whole bunch of other ones. Like for me, whatever. But it will always have, is what they're saying, it will always have the I at the end when referring to male, female, and or he, she, it objects. Was that redundant? Probably. Hopefully you understand it.
How would you informally say you?
Informally, we know this. Tú,
Tú,
with the accent above the u.
What do you think would be the way to say, how are you, to someone in an informal situation?
I got you. Ready? Ready? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Oh God, I thought I knew. Let's see.
¿cómo estás?
Okay, that's right. So you don't need tú because it's implied in está. Okay. Whew. Child. I done forgot myself. Como with the O, with the accent above the O. ¿Cómo estás? Remember, este is informal. Lo siento. I forgot to add that. ¿Cómo estás? You is implied. So you don't need tú. Okay. So if I say como How are you? So why do they say él or ella? Because I feel like at some point, we're going to ask, how is she? How is he? So do you take it off then? But I'm jumping ahead of myself. So we'll probably find it out later.
If in an informal situation, how would you say, hello, how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo está? Informal. Oh, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Let's learn how to say she.
Ella. It's a double L in English, but in Spanish it's its own letter, and it's the ella. Please go over your alphabets if you haven't already.
Okay, now try to say she.
Ella.
Ella.
And they also said that sometimes the ella can make the j sound, like almost like a G, like ella. I'm just saying. And sometimes they make the y sound, like in English, the Y.
Based on what you already know, how would you say, how is she?
Como, oh crap. Como está ella?
¿Cómo está ella?
Okay. Did y'all get that right? ¿Cómo está ella?
Remember, you could have also said,
¿Cómo está
without saying,
ella?
as long as the person whom you are speaking about is clear from the context of the conversation.
See, I keep forgetting about that part. So if you say, I saw Mandy. Oh, ¿cómo está? You don't need to add ella. Because y'all already established who you're talking about. Got it.
To say he, you would say,
Él.
Él.
do you remember how to say he?
Él.
Él.
Can you figure out how to say, how is he?
Remember, E, since we already established, maybe if it's already established. So we'll pretend it's already established. Is it como está? But did they tell us if it's formal or not? We'll see.
¿Cómo está él?
Como él. If he was pointing at some random person, I feel like then you could be like, ¿Cómo está él? But if they, like the lady said, if they already know somebody, it would just be ¿Cómo está? She might say
Do you remember how to say,
it.
hello, how setting?
Hola, ¿cómo está usted?
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted?
Nice. Now practice saying, today.
Hoy.
Hoy.
In a formal setting, how would you say, hello, how are you today?
Hola, ¿cómo está usted hoy?
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted hoy?
What's the casual way to say, you are?
Estás. Pero con mi S, estás.
Estás.
Whoop, whoop.
How would you informally say, you?
Informally.
How would you informally say, hello, how are you?
¿Cómo estás? Informal. ¿Cómo estás? I guess that's it.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Whoop, whoop. I don't understand why formal you shows up, but not informal. ¿Cómo estás tú? I mean, like, is it redundant? Like, is it like one of those things too repetitive? Wouldn't make sense.
Okay, now try to say she.
Ella.
ella,
What's the way to say, how is she?
¿Cómo está ella? Unless you already know who you're talking about.
¿cómo está ella?
Whoop, whoop. But I feel like, how are you going to have a conversation about somebody that you don't know who you're talking about? I feel like Spanish is language for dummies. Like, I don't trust that you'll understand, that you'll do the right thing. And so I'm going, like, it's somebody who micromanaged everything about everything about how people talk. It was somebody who was micromanaging. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you remember how to say he?
Él.
Él,
You say, how is he?
¿Cómo está él? Or just ¿cómo está?
¿cómo está él?
Whoop, whoop. Y'all, we made lesson 2. We did it, y'all. All right. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to be here at 11. If for whatever reason I have to come a little bit earlier or a little bit later, I will make a, what you call it? I will what do you call it? Schedule. Thank you. I will pre-schedule the live so that you can see when I'll be live. All right, y'all. Have a good day.